Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh. Hi. Hello. Howdy. I haven't done everything I need to do, but that's because I took too long, so I just might as well be showing my mistakes. Hey, Jenny. It's nice to see you. And I actually am allowed to be loud, so yeah. I actually don't know what to do. It feels so wrong. I'm gonna take a second to do the whole like, let's throw out notifications. Let's let everyone know because girl, this was impromptu. I wasn't supposed to stream today. Are we back? I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Respectfully, I can't confirm nothing. Let me turn on the music. It's like literally the sound of my voice. Let's do that. There you go. I think we're back. Yeah. Because the thing is that the only reason why I wasn't streaming is because I didn't have a good area to stream. Because, how should I put it? Basically, where I was streaming for a little bit, / where I was like kind of had my setup, was out in the living room, where I was, you know, in front of everyone. On top of that, it was right next to my mother-in-law's office, and she takes calls and all stuff. And the funny thing is that she was kind of mentioning, oh, you can be loud, you can do this and that, it's completely fine. But I don't think she realizes how loud I really am when I'm comfortable or when I'm trying to stream, like just be myself. So I think she assumed that I'd be like one of those like, hey guys, it's nice to see you. Let's do this and that. When it's like, I'm very, I'm trying to explain myself. You know what I'm like, you know who I am, you know what I am. And so, yeah, she doesn't realize I'm annoying. So I tried streaming around her, but as you remember, I was like really muted and like I was very like, chilled out. Also, if there's any audio problems, just tell me because girl. Yesterday, I had 2 audios playing for the like desktop audio and no one told me. It's because like it's the everything's set up differently since I have a new like audio thingy. I'll explain that later. And so the sound was just weird. Anyway, but yeah, and I can't be loud right next to her. And she was like, I'll just close the door because she has like an office room. But the thing is that when she closes the door, she doesn't have AC in there. So she like melts. Like it gets hot in there. And so I felt awful being like, oh yeah, just close your door. Like that'd be rude. No, I'm not letting that boy like melt away, turn into a whitesicle. Like what? Anyway, I haven't done the thing I said I was gonna do. I just want to be like, well, I'm back. Because not gonna lie, I thought I was never gonna stream again. Like actually. Mainly because the whole like I didn't have a setup and I felt bad because currently where I am set up is the closet. Don't laugh. I'm currently in the closet. It's like it's a room, but it's my mother-in-law's closet. And so I put everything there. And I made sure everything was like collapsible. Basically, I can just put all the streaming setup away in like one go and then just set it all up again. So that's good, and it's just keeping everything out of the way. And I didn't want to take up this space, but then I kind of like, after living here for a little while, after getting the vibe of like, ooh, sorry, my tablet exploded. Getting the vibe of like how often people go in here and how people, and if it will impact the stream too much. I realized like, you know, I can ask, it's completely fine. And she said it was fine before, but again, I didn't know how often people enter this room, which luckily is almost never. Not even, like, surprisingly, even less than my bedroom back at the apartment. So I'm just like, okay, might as well set up here. Because if something happens, I can just go to like the BRB screen, mute, and then like come back in like a minute or two. Like, it's not that crazy. Anyway, a minute. Well, back. Yeah. Yeesh. Okay. And then plopping this here. At stream. Stream ping. There we go. And the live. Okay. And now I can actually, you know, now that the updates are kind of over, I'm sure people will come in if they do come in, because girl, being gone for like a month, you wouldn't think, but I'm a nobody, so girl, don't expect the same people to come back. Pardon me. Anyway, but yeah, I've been obsessed with Bloodymary. What is Bloodymary? It is the ship name for Project Hail Mary, an Iron Lung, starring Markiplier. Wait, is that it? Yeah, lad. There we go. Look at that. Sexy screen. Oh, I need to move myself over. I'm too big. Damn, how big. Give me a second. Like, can you move that over? Move this closer to y'all. I don't know if you heard this. Hopefully, again, my audio is fine. The reason I'm looking up is because my screen is now above me. Like, it's elevated. Like, I'm looking straight at the screen right now. Yeah, it's like up there. And in order to look like normal, I have to look below it. So anyway, let me move my tablet. Oh, nope, not turn it off. See, I won't be doing too much. I'm playing with my friends. Oh, that's nice. But I'm still listening. Good. Good girl, you know I yap forever. Oh yeah. Oh, and you know what that means? Titan will not be in streams as much. Because the reason why he was in a lot of streams before is because we were working right next to each other. But now I'm here, so yeah. Also, my tracking's gonna get lost a lot. Ignore my face. I don't care actually, but ignore my face. Ignore all this too, please. Where is it? I've been listening to a lot of like what's it called? Yes, I'm getting photo reference. The reason I got obsessed is because I was introduced to this ship. It's a crack ship. Like on TikTok. I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't care it was a thing until I saw a bunch of art of like Simon, which is the character from Iron Lung, who's played by Markiplier, being happy, and I was like, I need this for him. He needs to experience joy and be loved. But and I just kind of like, I started reading fan fiction. I started like thinking, and I was like, I gotta draw, which has resulted in 4 drawings, which also weirdly enough caused a evolution in my art. Weirdly enough, I use this person's art. I need to credit them, but I use this a lot for reference, like because it's like nice getting like a simple doodle to see what they like look like when I actually like try to render them out. But anyway, let me put this in the reference folder. What I like to do now is to browse Pinterest, and then when I get like a reference I really like, I just yoink it, and it's like, and just go at it. I don't know how to describe it. I just turn off my mind and go crazy. Ooh, this is nice. Oh no, the cycle is beginning. With the moment I get into Pinterest, my brain just gets sucked in by the beauty that is references. Should I do something like this? I'll save this for later. Yes, I draw boys kissing now more openly. So, yeah. I'm not afraid to admit it. I like men going at it. I shouldn't. Shut up. Got my coffee and everything. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through the characters folder, character stuff. Yes, there are a lot of big titties. Don't judge me. Man, titties. Oh God, I can't be cursing within the next first 10 minutes or like this. Oh wait, it's been past 10 minutes. Okay, we're good. We're fine. That's why I genuinely think that's why a lot of VTubers and streamers for the first like, well, 10 to 20 minutes have their like waiting screen on, just to like run out that time on YouTube in order for them to be able to curse a lot sooner. This saying titties counts as a curse. Yeah, titties is a curse word. Don't judge all the references. Some of these aren't for specifically this. Ooh, girl, go back. I kind of really like these. Wait, give me a second. Oh wait, oh my god, wait, there's a background that I desperately want to use for reference. Oh, I already have that. Okay, never mind. I'm already ahead of myself. Download. I think it automatically saves to download instead of like where I want it to save. Now I just kind of start drawing, basically. That's it. I've been consuming so much Bloody Mary content on Tumblr specifically that it made me start using Tumblr again. I haven't used Tumblr in years. That's not true, like a year or two. Mind you, I only used it that time for like a day, and then I proceeded not to touch it again after that, so I count that as years. And yes, I don't mind that it's super small. Human eyes are very small as well, so I'm like trying to make sure the proportions are generally right. I have to remember this is a human man's face, so I can't be making them out too wide or too small or too like anime. I've been thinking of drawing references for these two in order to, you know, be able to draw them in an anime style, but at the same time, that kind of removes the fun a little bit. Like I naturally have an anime style, but sometimes drawing like really well rendered and like realistic stuff really like gets, I don't know, it makes my brain vibrate in the best way possible. Oh, it really gets me going. I need to shut up. I'm still in my in-laws' house. I need to like be careful. Because the room, I said this in the last stream, but the room is like literally right across from me. So, and even though they're not there, except for like late in the afternoon, it's still like I don't want to like do too much. I don't want to be too crazy. Oh, and the deform tool, along with like some other tools, I use a lot. Okay. So his brows they kind of made me start drawing in like new eyebrow shapes, because I keep forgetting humans don't have the same exact eyebrows. It's just general beauty conventions that make people want to draw brows in a very specific way. And they're very close. Are they close together? Are they far apart? A lot of times they're scowling, so it's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna push them together. His eyes need to be pushed together too. They're way too far apart. Oh, and that's the other thing, is that their faces are very scrushed, like close together. Why is no one else watching? It's because I've been gone forever. And also I didn't set up oh, I'll be here tomorrow kind of thing. Sounds like it's normal. Also, I'm streaming at a weird time that a lot of people don't usually come in at. So respectfully, not people, like, remember, I'm a small streamer. I'm not like popular or anything. So people probably doing other things. Like they having fun with other people. They're seeing other people. They're cheating on me. I don't mind. Ooh. Also, what I learned a lot of times is like doing their faces. It reminds me how diverse human faces are. Well, yeah, but we actually had like 8 people for chatting. I know, but again, it's been like forever. Like, you have to remember that like online spaces move a lot faster than what real time is like. Basically, you're gone for a month, you're basically gone for 10 years. That's an exaggeration, but the idea sticks. So that's why, you know, not a lot of people end up coming. I'm aware of this. Last time, I was like gone for like an actual year, I think. 2 years? And I had to start all over. Like, the people who came the year before have not come back. Yeah, it's like, again, it is what it is. I'm not upset. It is a little sad, but I'm basically starting from ground zero again. Think of it as like I like to think of life as a video game, and each kind of segment of it are like mini games within it. And one of the things that I notice a lot is when you're small, you stay small unless you are extremely consistent. If you look at a lot of people who blew up, like became super popular, they actually were already pretty popular before they blew up. Like Vanilla Mace, she was already everywhere. She was already streaming, already kind of like collabing and in videos and doing all that stuff. And then she blew up and she got even bigger. Same with Iron Mouse, you know, she was already really popular before VTubing, before joining like companies and doing what she's doing now. And then she blew up. Even bigger, now she's like more recognized. So it's like, yeah, it's like, if you're small like me, to keep an audience, you have to basically never stop. And that's what makes streaming hard and why I keep seeing it as a hobby rather than an actual career path. Because I know that, oh wow, I'm really laggy all of a sudden. Because I know that I'm not at a point where I can take a break, and then that break I will have the same amount of viewers and interaction as I did before. And also it doesn't help that, again, I'm doing it at a completely different time than I'm usually doing it. Because remember, I would do it really late, and then I started doing it really early, and now I'm kind of in the middle now. So it's like people want consistency, and I'm just not giving that, you know? It's like a breakup. I'm just not giving what they want, what they need in that moment. And also I'm not drawing while I talk, which is probably also why. I just worry about having fun and just chattering. Alright, well, you already know I try to make it to every stream I can. Yeah, and I really genuinely appreciate it. So thank you. Ever since you came in here, I was like, yes, wonderful. Because, bro, you don't realize how many viewers play in your face. Because, like, I say that, not like anyone here or who was here would do that. I just keep thinking about this one person who was vibing. They were really fun in chat and they were like great. But then, how should I put it? Basically midway, they kept like changing their like accounts and they would talk to themselves in my chat, and like they were like pretending to be multiple people. And I could tell they were pretending to be multiple people because they had like a very specific writing style. And I got really upset because it's like, girl, you're making me think I'm popular. Even though I know I still wasn't at the time. I still wasn't even popular then. But like, I was like, dang, people are really coming here. That's so sweet. And then it was just them. And it was like, it felt like trolling, which I don't think was their intention. But it still made me feel really not the best. I don't want to trace this. So I'm trying to like, what's it called? Like heavy reference. Also, this tool, the shrink tool, is my best friend. Is my best friend now. She my partner. Let's see. I'm trying to get like, I guess, the general shape of a human face first, and then I go into like the specifics. I'm trying to remember that I don't have to draw them like perfectly accurate to the actor, because the amount of people who still like be liking and like interacting with art that of a real, like with a real human reference, and drawing them completely off like Markiplier, people draw Simon like ultra buff, like huge. Even I've done it. Oh, my phone's dying. Oh god. Oh my god, my tracking's about to explode. Wait, give me a second. Oh, oh no, the bud of my ear. Oh, I just took out my headphone and the bud just like released in my ear. Damn. Ooh, that felt weird. Anyway. But yeah, I have to remember that people are like, it's okay to draw fictional characters just by having a real life reference. Not exactly like the real person. Even people on Tumblr who are like, you know, extra woke. I need to put something on the back of this. My back's getting sweaty against this leather chair. They be drawing like Simon like really tan. And it's like, y'all, why are you making this man who is like equally, I think actually Ryland is technically darker than Simon, but they be drawing Simon having like almost like, not my skin color, but like the color of the coffee here. Like, see, he's being so kind. I missed him. They were drawing his skin that tone, and it's just like, it's not weird, but it's like, it is weird a little bit. It's a little weird. I'm starting to get into a woke conversation, but basically, cause like the conversation around like having the dark skinned character be the aggressive, like angry one, which people are oftentimes make Simon. Again, Simon is the character played by a Markiplier in Iron Lung. Bro, okay, let me just. By the way, this is what I mean. This is why it's my friend, because I can just thin it out and it becomes line art. But the amount of times people make him like aggressive and mean without giving like a story reason in like fan fiction, it feels stereotypical, you know, like comes off as very, and you know, anti-black stereotypes. The dark one is aggressive, angry, and mean, and just not understanding it, a brute, and without reason. Like, I like fanfics that have Simon being aggressive and angry and confused and like, again, like brute adjacent, but then give reasons as to why, like trauma and what's it called? 1 minute. He has really thick folds in his eyes, so I'm trying to get that across. So that goes almost into his brow ridge, and they go this way, and they release over here, I'm pretty sure. At the end of his eye. They also have similar eye shapes, just like slightly different. Where they both have downturn eyes, which is what I use this reference for. So I was trying to remember. Also, I keep forgetting that he's older, so I have to like draw his eye bags and such. Not really. Ooh, oh yeah. It would just make Simon like angry and like just leaning into really bad stereotypes, and it makes me sad, especially because it's like, I like Simon, especially with the bit of character he got in the movie. Oh, yeah, girl, you can talk, I don't care. Hey guys. Yeah, hello. It's only Johnny today. Girl, I fell off. Hi, Johnny. I fell off hard. And I so appreciate him being here. Oh, you want some coffee? He stole my coffee. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm talking about just whatever while I draw Bloodymary, alright? Obsession. Well, not the movie Obsession, but Obsession. Oh, you need that? Actually. Ooh. Give me a second. Like I say, y'all. Girl, just move this. It's a tray. That's what I'm using a tray for. Like just. You look broken. Like I said, I forgot to mention. My setup is in front of the dresser because there's no other place to put it. Like I said, it's a closet in here. I'm literally holding my whole setup right now in my hands. Like, I have everything in the palm of my hands. Okay. Makes setup easier, but it's like, damn. I can get dressed. Anything. I'm gonna keep rolling. Sorry. Titan just got out of a bath. So I'm just gonna keep my eyes on my tablet. That'd be funny. I don't know if the mic will pick it up though. Just Nah, I'll get my headphones. Cause I do like this music in the background a little bit. I'm just chilling here, just vibing. He was looking at my model, just like being weird, looking down. Since I should actually probably push this down too. well, I mean, I'm not working on my stuff. I'm doing fun stuff. I'm doing fun stuff. I'm just trying to get to this, to the vibe of streaming, okay? Sorry, I'm like figuring out. I need to probably reset my model because I just messed it up. Well, I didn't mess it up, but love you too. There we are. Okay. Oh, didn't fix that. He's gonna be drawing. Also, the Young Arbor commission I did, even though it's been like a month, I haven't finished it. Of the girl sitting in the chair, because Titan was supposed to make a model, or at least like a basic model for the desk setup, because it's a lot for me to draw. I can do it, but like, you know, he offered, and I was like, okay, sure. And then he hasn't done it, so I'm just gonna keep streaming and drawing the commission, even though like there is no model. So I'm just gonna have to like wing it and just photo bash everything, which I don't mind, but like I'd rather not struggle with perspective. Anyway, I'm doing too much. Let me just keep going. This is what I mean by like just do what I feel like, because like, girl, I'm just jumping straight into shading and color and rendering, because girl, I can do that. Let me turn on this a little bit. He has really intense, yeah, like a really intense like shadow over his entire lid because of his brows. And his eyes are pretty large overall, at least when they're like sitting, like they're open. Also, they have very similar facial features, like super similar. Like, if you look here, they both have fairly large noses. The only difference here is that, let me put another layer on top of this. The only difference is that his is why aren't you letting me draw? I'm literally on the, oh, I'm not. His is a lot smaller, while Mark's is a lot wider. So that's basically the only difference, but from a side view, they both have very large noses. You can't see it, or I say that, but you can kind of see it here, how it goes from here, and he has really large nostrils. He's like me for real, for real. He got fucking, what's it called? Shotgun chambers for breathers. But yeah. And obviously they both have low mouths, facial hair, then thinner lips. Not bad thin, just thin. And then eyes that fold this way. But unlike each other, Mark obviously because he's Korean, he has, I guess that's the way to put it, his fold goes more like this. Over his eye, and then almost becomes like a part of his eye. His eye itself, I'll need a better reference, but that's basically what it is. While Rylan / you know, Grace is more like harsh, and it's more separated. On top of having, like, in my opinion, more exaggerated lashes. So they look similar, but not exactly the same. A minute. I kind of did this wrong. There we go. Is that how I draw? Yeah. I'm trying to remember how I drew them last time. Because he has an intense fold over his eye. And then Mark has really intense under eye fold. Again, I'll need a better reference, but he has, what's it called? A really intense Egyosa. Egyosa? Under eye fat! But they both, one thing that I messed up, they both droop down. There we go. It's a very rough look, but that's kind of how you could tell the difference generally. Anyway, back to drawing. It's funny, I actually saw a video about like their differences on TikTok too, and I was like, okay, perfect. Thank you. I needed this. And Ryland's straw is actually surprisingly soft. Let me scooch that in. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what I'm trying to remember. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just would be nice. Feel good, you know? Feel good. Because that's what making this kind of art is about just feeling good about how it's going. Also, people draw Ryland really thin. And there's sometimes reasons, like, people will make stories that involve, like, because Simon is now on the ship with them, it results in Grace, like, eating less for the sake of Simon, like, so he doesn't feel bad about eating. Also, this is what I mean by the shrink tool is my love, is my baby. Let me put that back. Cause girl, you don't gotta redraw the line if you can just morph it into a better line. It does result in it being blurry, but that's why I kind of fall into a more rendered style recently. Also, weirdly enough, looking up at the monitor, I can actually see my quote-unquote mistakes a lot better. I keep turning the face more this way because the nose is making it look that way. And Ryan has a nice, like a long crook, like around here is when it kind of bounds out, goes back in, and then goes bulbous. Nope. The eyes look so different right now. Oh my god. No, sorry, I'm just like focusing. Because he also has like a lot of like, he has a lot of folds. He's an older dude. They're both older men, but like, you know, he's a white dude. But a lot of his features are very like rugged, so I'm trying to get that across without making it look exactly like him, because I don't want to sacrifice my anime style. The thumbnail is one of the art pieces I did of them both together, but I want to do a more artsy version for Ryland. Though, even though the reference I'm using would probably best suit Simon. What was this weird saying Ryland instead of his actor's name Ryan? So it's just like, I'm bouncing around with names that sound similar. I'm so glad Mark made Simon's name Simon instead of something similar like, what's a name similar to Mark without being Mark? No, there is no other name closer to Mark except for maybe like Marcus or like, nope, that's it. That's the only name I can think of. And then, you know what? Let me just actually do some with his mouth real quick. What is his lips are? They're not, he doesn't have any like exaggerated folds. He's kind of like a very like, I don't know, like basic looking person. Would I do that? He does have very exaggerated folds, but when his face is relaxed, it's not too intense. It doesn't help that he, you know, I need to give him like upper lip, which is still thin, but like it needs to be there just so I get a better reference. Ooh, I just dropped my pencil, but I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm alive. No, it's funny. The thing is that the only Bloody Mary fanfic I've been reading has been by, I say only, that's not true. I just lied. I just committed treason or perjury amongst you all. Anyway, one of the main fan fictions I read and will probably continue reading if they add more is by Nerdy Mix Pan, I think. Anyway, that's what most of my art from this fandom has been about. Is just the relationship between, oh god, I messed up so bad, of their fan fiction, because girl, I just can't. It's just so cute, and I like the angst. I like the choking scene. I remember when that happened, I was like, oh my god, but it was like, oh my god, I just couldn't deal. Hold on. Flashbang. Hold on, I have to like fix some things. Sorry, I did that art thing where it's like I just make it spin for no reason. Just spinning on it, just for funsies. Again, it doesn't help that like because it's so low quality, but I don't mind it being low quality. But because of that, it results in everything looking really blurry. I'll have to put it put a sharpening tool over it. I'm gonna do it, I can just erase this. He has a really big like brow ridge, I'm pretty sure. Let me check the reference in a second. Oh. And yes, I use very soft line work for them. It's funny because I use a lot of these methods I think will work very well for like Danganronpa art. But I'm trying to like get in back like doing it. Because a lot of it helps. Like I'll say this weird jaw thing going on here where it's like it indents at some point. You have to like remember that's a thing. So it's like his jaw is harsh, but it's like it dents here. Oh no, he does not look like himself. Oh no. Oh no. His jaw is everything. Oh no. I look at that. He has a really like wide jaw. Let's see. Maybe I didn't ruin everything. Maybe I kind of improved it. We'll know when I get to the point I'm like, ah, yes. Okay. Did the music stop? Wait. Oh no. Did I forget to put the whole like... Oh, yeah, I did. The loop. Well, anyway. What? Girl, play. There we are. Girl. Over-exaggerating for no reason. Dang. But anyway, I guess in the meantime while I'm doing this, I can also explain my audio situation. Because for the longest time, as you all have known, is I haven't done any like karaoke or like song streams. Not just because my voice is bad, but also because there was this problem where the audio from my mic and like all that stuff were not aligned. Basically, whenever an audio would play, my voice would be like a split second behind, and it sounded like I was off key in a way, or at least it exaggerated my off keyness because I ain't no professional. And I just sounded crazy. So I was just like, I need to get that fixed. So then I got a thing called Voice Meter, which generally helps with just taking better control of your audio. And well, that's what I did. I put everything through a Voice Meter now, so I can't even hear anything unless I have it activated. But I don't mind because again, compared to before, it was just awful. It was just annoying. Oh, and my tablet's dying. Oh, we love that. Oh, we love that. You know what I should do? I should play Flip. Oh God. Well. Oh no. Mind you, I also forgot my charger in here, I think. Maybe I didn't. Give me a second. I'm gonna be looking around the room, so I'm gonna be messed up for a second. Yeah. I did forget my charger. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave you here. Be good. Go back. Hey there. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Let me close the door properly. Okay. I got a stick of cheese. Because I'm lactose intolerant, but it tastes good, okay? Don't hate me. Sorry, you're gonna hear me chewing, but I really like sharp cheese, but Titan really doesn't. Like, he genuinely cannot stand the taste of sharper cheddar. And I don't get it. That's the best part of cheese. That's why cheese is so good. It's because it's sharp. But, you know, to each their own. Same with like fishy flavors. I think it's just that. I just think he doesn't like sharp flavors. You know. Which is even more strange because he loves fish. Like, he likes salmon. He likes like fishy flavored fish. And even tuna. So I'm just like, I don't know. I may not get it. It's prerogative. But like, before I had like some chips that were like shrimp and prawn. We got them while we were at the mall for my birthday. And they were so good. And I just made like, I basically accidentally made tartar sauce. I mixed some honey mustard with spicy mustard with mayo with a few spices. It tastes exactly like a nice tartar sauce, minus the like pickles. And I was like, I'm gonna dip this in here, see how this tastes. And it tastes exactly like fish. Like fish, just straight up fish and tartar sauce. It was great. It was like eating fish sticks. It was delicious. And I was telling, and mind you, Titan loves fish sticks and fish. But he just would not taste. He just would not eat it. He took a bite of one alone, and mind you, it was pretty good. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's that contradiction, you know? Oh, I like how I sat down. I actually have to plug in my tablet first. I should probably do that before rambling like a lunatic. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Wait, where is it? I should have it in here. I need my adapter. That's not true. I can just switch it. Do that. Let's see how much my thing is charged. It should be fine for now. I was checking to see if light is not for. I was checking to see. Excuse me. Anyway, I was checking to see if the light was towards me or not, and it was not. So, girl, we all know this. I'm not going towards the light anymore, or when I die. And if there is a light, it ain't gonna be the pearly gates of heaven. Let's put it that way. I haven't done anything egregious, but like, girl. Now, if he's at this angle, I doubt that his one ear would be visible. At least as visible as it is, but like, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Also, the hands I'm probably just gonna photo bash in.
Your girl is lazy.
Funny enough, oh, I forgot to mention, his brows are probably like also very like, they're like very short as well. Like they're thick, but they're really short, very stubby. I think they're cute. I think his brows are cute. They really are just like what brings all this together. And then push this forward. And then push... Should I push this in? No, I think his nose is fine, like the way it is. And push that down, definitely, though. And then going over with white. Because these are pretty, like, striking overall features. And, like, it's not a round face, but just a rounder front view. And I'm trying to get that across. There we go. Okay, I think it's looking better. I still need to make his chin push out more, though. This angle. Well, his chin is like really like flat. I didn't say flat, but like, you know, from this angle that's kind of similar. It's like sharp. Like, huh? God damn it. Okay, it's like, huh? And then, huh? It's like, doesn't have a whole lot of definition. So maybe I can calm this part down a little bit more. Give me a second. There we are. I know he ain't looking like himself, but we'll see where this goes. Also, let me just expand this drawing a bit more. First move it up. Nope. And then get bigger. There we are. I don't like drawing him too thin. I also kind of have a problem with making my men too muscular nowadays, which is a crazy problem to have. Because I like a little accuracy, but like, I understand they're not really needing to be. Because in the book, basically what they said, or at least things I got from the book, because Project Hail Mary is a book that's adapted, or that was adapted into a movie. And basically, I think it's mentioned that like, Ryland, like they basically, to keep their muscles from atrophying, they kept them like, what's it called? They were like giving him like repeated zaps when he was in a coma. And so he got really muscular. I don't know how that works, but I guess that's what happened. So he was like really like well built when he woke up, despite, you know, being not so well built back on Earth. So I'm trying to like get that across, but without like, again, like doing too much, you know? Oh, I should probably put this in a reference folder too. Maybe turn them off. Oh my god, I made his neck long. Damn, wait. Let's reduce that a little bit. That is not the one I want to go. Let's yeah. There we go. Which now means I have to make his neck a little thinner. And then correct these a little bit. It's gonna look better with hair, but like I still want it to look right, you know? Like if I do this, oh, okay, not that, but if I do that, if I do something, no, it looks like he looks like Baby No Money. God damn it. Because like he has a very distinct like facial pattern, or like it's like here and like reconnects again and then goes in here. But then I have to go over it again with white because it's not it's not very intense since it's like basically just like the smallest bit of scruff. Okay, yeah, that's better. Like barely anything. I'm moving it for now because I'm gonna put that in last. I just want to get the facial features right, and then I'll add all that. Okay. I think that's good enough, and there's a neck ratio. And so now I'm going to try to sharpen some features. That's what I mean by this tool is my friend. Okay, that, and then goes out, but then it goes back in like a point. There we are. Faces are hard. And the strength. Nope, wait, push this in. I remember noting they have like a lot of space over here in this area. Taking a space. Reduce this. Ooh, nope, wait. Reduce this browage a little bit. It ain't that intense. It's intense, but like. Ooh, girl, no. He kind of looks like one of those, that one drawing was like, who's this? That makes no sense. Girl. That one with the diva with the really high brow. I don't know what that meme is called. You know, the one they plaster on other images to be like, I don't want too intense though, because because it feels like the bottom part is pretty flat overall. I think his nostrils are visible with a little bit of like a crook that you can see, so I'm just doing that real quick. And then with this. Sorry, I'm like focusing again. I'm focusing. Okay. He's gonna have blue eyes, but I plan to put color on top of it all. It's just a little bit easier. He has really, really intense lower lashes. He's so pretty. Okay, that's a little too dark. Wait. I think a lot of the things that help with this is like the fact that it's not really like clear. His inner parts are higher, so let me just move these. The other parts are lower. But they're still rounded, so I have to put this part lower too. this a little. Push this up. Put them up together. Ooh, just spread this out a little bit. There we go. Now I'm gonna erase this because it looks like it has like a singular hair, a hoge. I miss Kaede. I'm sorry. I think about her every so often whenever I think of the Danganronpa franchise because it's like, our girl. She was gone too soon. Yes, I am saying spoilers for Danganronpa. If you're in here, you know. Then just making the, I guess, a bit more noticeable. Sorry, now I'm like focusing on like, where should I put the darker areas? So as you can see, in fake case, it looks kind of crazy. There's a little bit of like a fold underneath, so maybe I should just cut that off here. I don't have any like, most of the shots are like from him above. I think a lot of times his nose kind of cuts off into his nostril. I'm trying to get that across too. Ooh. Then I'm going with like straight up white just to clean up anything else. Also, I've developed a new style where I tend to put like, again, like lighter highlights, like just mirroring the types like here, but then basically mirroring them here, but with the opposite effect. It's a little too intense, so I'm just gonna not too light. There we go. And then that works, but like I think I need to focus on everything else first before I try really like, I guess, like sharpening into the whole, I guess, like face. Also, I'm trying to make sure he doesn't look exactly like that, cause girl, I don't wanna have to like worry too much about him looking too much like the actor. It'll be a lot of work. I haven't drawn like an actual body in a long while, so be kind to me. Be kind. Because I know that here is kind of where the abs start, but they're not like specifically where they have to be. And then with here, shoulders aren't as high as that, so let me just droop those down. Forearms midway to the torso. And let me erase this so I can actually see where I'm going. What if I just duplicate this? Duplicate, flip. And then, because it can't be super symmetrical, like super duper symmetrical, or else it results in like a really weird, like uncanny look. I'm trying to like squish these here, but instead of them being exactly the same, if I make it so that he's kind of facing his body as well as facing this way, which means that under here would be a little bit of his arm kind of being hidden and his torso hiding in. Ooh, that's too dark. It's way too dark. Oh no. I could look up a reference of the actor's body, but girl, at this point, it's just what's under the clothes is up to the person. Is no one's problem. It's just mine. Okay, this is where his thing would be. Forearm. Tip here. Again, because he's facing this way, it'd look a little thinner. I'm trying to remember how to anatomy without straight up like, I know it's best to have reference, but like I don't want to get flagged by YouTube for referencing art. Because sometimes, I remember a while ago, there's a huge controversy on Twitch for the same reason, where like someone was using reference, but because it technically was like a person who was like not fully dressed, it would against TOS. And I don't have anything to pull it up, so I don't want to get caught. No. I don't know if a semi-good render will do that, but you never know. It's been a while since I actually like did a body. He's still pretty thin, so I'm just gonna like push these inwards a bit more. Push these up or down, because a lot of times people have really intense what are they called? Traps? Are they traps? Traps. They tend to give the idea that they're really, really, really buff. And yes, I know his head is really big. I'm probably going to shrink that. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to increase the body. I'm going to increase the body size. Because I don't want to... I already moved the head, and this is going to get blurred anyway, so... Ooh! Wait. See this? I think that's good. Look up here. Okay, let me try to think of anatomy. Anatomy, how did that go? Push these up, push these this way. Again, he's built, but I have to make him, I need to make him a little thinner. Making his arms a little too thick. Because he's a well-built man, but like, again, he's not like a, like ultra buff. I'm trying to get that across. There we go. For the nose. Oh. So I'm trying to remember how things should be placed. What's that? Oh, it's for his face. There we are. And then I can just go in with this. Smudge tool is my bestest friend. And then there's going to be a little bit here. Oh. Nope, done with that. I think we'll kind of go out this way a little bit. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's weird how just like a bit of smudging already makes it look like really so much more rendered than it was. That's why low-key I'm mad at my old self, because like, girl, the way I was struggling so hard with getting like, it's like where the shading should go, right? And now it's just like me just smudging around and kind of hoping for the best, and it turns out decent. Well, past me would be so jealous. Like, so jealous. Anyway, now the shrink tool. Let's tighten some things up. Oop. Oh, too much. This is a little bit of pillow shading, so I still have to go in with a lot of it, obviously. But it's better than nothing. Gives me a nice, even base to work off of. Yes, it looks weird. Don't judge me. Okay. I still have to move stuff around to make it look more anatomically, like, correct. Okay. This is often very large, so I can just do that. And same here. Sometimes I do just like take photos of torsos and just like photobash them on top for the stomach, because girl, I may be an artist, but that's hard. This stuff is hard. Let me turn down my mic a little bit. Now to deform. I'm probably gonna have to go over this a little bit and make it more less harsh in some areas. Yeah, for now, let's just reduce the, let's get this, reduce the opacity. They say reshade things. And I'm trying to think. Some highlight too. Probably should get like an actual reference in a second. I'm feeling kind of lazy. Pardon me. I can get more coffee, but I don't wanna. Scoot my chair in. I don't have my rolly chair anymore, so I have to like scoot in with my physical like. No. Ooh, that arm is long. Wait, let me push that up. I should probably get like an actual physical reference in a second. I'm looking at this, I'm like, something's off, but I don't know why. It's probably the chest. Another thing about it is probably the chest. And the long neck. Although I did fix it, technically, it's not right. The thing about this art is that it doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it to just be decent, you know? Now, I'm gonna go on Pinterest for like I guess a body reference. Because you have a character stuff, it's not the same as like having an actual like arm, you know? Because I don't know all the muscles in the body. I said I wouldn't, but guess I'll risk it. Someone's doing this for later. I need hands on hips. Let's do drawing help. Posing. Oh wait, it's probably in there. Drawing help. Where are you? My folder. My beautiful, beautiful folder. Okay. Also, I went through a period where I was having such a hard time drawing like underarms, and I'm too good at drawing underarms. Slash, I get like a pet peeve where I'm like, oh, I can't draw them right. So unless I have an armpit fetish, which I don't mind. That just means I draw very well. Let's see. Okay. This, no, not good enough. This guy's crazy, like decked out. Okay, so that connects to here, that connects to here. Let's connect to here. The muscles kind of are weirdly misaligned, so I have to like push this up. That means I have to push this up. For chest, it's actually higher. I still think I made his chest a little too voluptuous, so I'm gonna have to go over that in a second. As for the torso, okay, starting from where the nipples would be. I don't want to make him too buff, so like I'm trying to like get a general idea without like, because I think around the third ab is where the belly button is. Here, that one. And this is where the stomach part is, so that means this is where this is. I may have to go to Tumblr and just make sure I'm getting it right. Because I want him to look like himself, but he's kind of looking like a big muscle daddy, and I'm kind of getting nervous. Let me see, let me reduce some of that by making his chest detailing way less near the center. So he comes off more thinned out. I don't think thinned out's the right word, but it's close to the right word. And here it's 1, 2. But again, even though I'm adding all this detail, I am gonna have to go over it again. With more, I guess, like remembering what the character looks like kind of lens. I think I need to increase the size of my tablet on the screen I'm looking at. I'm looking at her. She's gotten a little bit bigger. And there we are. Push this up. There we are. I just realized I don't think I turned on my notifications. So let me do that. Because let's just say I got some newer stuff on here and I don't want people to know. And then blur. Again, I know it seems counterintuitive to do all this, like blurring and like removing the detail. Promise it turns out generally good looking, I think. So number one, let's move this down again. Yeah, maybe like this, because I think that's the other thing that makes it look like he's like really buff. He looks thinner. It's just based on his neck alone. Oop, whoa, that's a little too much. Let's see this. I know in the books they basically mention how like what's it called? Some keep his arms thinned out like that, but then let me reduce the torso a bit. Like on a separate thing. But in the books, they describe basically how like during the accident he got really bad scarring on his arms and such. So I kind of want to add that too. Because yeah, duh, I want to give my character more character. And then let me thin out his neck again, which I hope again doesn't make his neck look... I keep kind of falling to that trap of like making him look thinner and thinner, which then in turn makes him look not like himself. That's where they put it, because it kind of looks like I took a photo and then just like bashed it onto a body, which low-key sometimes I have done in the past for like some characters when I'm feeling really lazy. Actually, nothing. I'm trying to think the last time I did it. I think I've done it in a bit, but still, the point still stands. In here. I say that. No, instead of doing all that, why don't I just shrink? Oh, way too much. Ooh. Okay, and then using this, just this. By the way, this art is not meant to be clean. It's just to be clean enough for me to be satisfied. So like if it turns out I end up like liking it a certain way, then I'll just stop there. And then add all the cool elements. So that line art and such. It was really hard to draw men. Like I look at them every day, but it's still like, damn. Muscles are hard. Drawing like men to look kind of masculine without removing too much of his original like personhood. Because again, mind you, I know a lot of people draw Ryland really buff, but I just don't see him like that, if that makes sense. Even though I am drawing him kind of buff. I don't know what it is. Wait. Or maybe it's just because I add so much detail that it like results in like a buff look, even though it's not fully the case. And get these details. And smudge. Smudge. Ooh, no. So I also do that, is like I do a lot of smudge tool too. So I can still keep the painterly look without like completely losing like so much detail. Look at that. Now that's done, I can just start doing this. I will definitely need to look at the reference again to see like what these parts look like, because I'm really bad at drawing the torso part. That's why I want to just draw my men fat, because girl, drawing all this is a pain. I like muscles. The pain of liking muscles but not wanting to draw them. That's probably why a lot of like a cartoon villain or cartoon heroes in like the early 2000s for animations had the whole like, you know, like just the simple, and then instead of the whole like, you know, detailed bits. Girl, this shit hard. Oh my god. And I also know that Project Hamlet does not have a lot of like YouTube interactions, so I'm like acutely aware that like, bro, I'm basically drawing to nobody. No one. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me, guess I'm gonna go eat worms. Again, mind you, I could just photo bash this, but I don't want to. I want life to be hard, okay? Can the girl not have a moment where she enjoys the struggle? It's kind of what art is, though. Just enjoying the struggle. And then blur, because it's a little too textured here. Here we are. Because he should have abs, but I don't think he'd have like super crazy abs now that I think about it. So actually blur a lot of this because you know, still giving the like general structure. Focusing so much on the body, even though like I feel like I should probably go back to the head at some point. And then blur here. Ooh! Blur here. Yeah, I like this. I know the thing about art is that you have to like, you know, push and pull not everything can be soft, but sometimes I'm just like, just do that. But I don't know. What I could do, I could simply second, and then go back to here. And just, there we are. Oop. And then, yeah. Now it looks like a structure. There we go. This is not related at all, but basically I remember at some point there was a time. Say a time, I worded that sentence so weird. What the fuck? 2 days ago, I found this random YouTube channel that like does like animatics for like a Monster Hunter guy. And I was like, oh my god, this is so gay. This is like the gayest thing I've ever seen. These people are like ultra like this dude is definitely into men. Goes to the actual like channel itself and like try to see what they actually post, which is again more adventures of him, but they're 3D animated. And then it's like the first few, it's like, oh, I hook up with this vampire lady and we do this. Oh, and it's like always like, and it's like really hot girls. And I'm like, oh, you're straight? You don't like men? What the okay. Like I was shocked. Like respectfully, if I see a YouTube channel where the guy is known for being really muscular and like basically one of their videos is really like him putting his feet to the camera and being like, we have to sacrifice for the algorithm, and I'm like, okay. Respectfully, I see foot stuff as like weirdly enough like a gay dude thing. I don't know why. That may just be a me thing, but for some reason, even though I know obviously no straight people like feet, for some reason my brain just, whenever it's a very masculine dude who has like, oh, mind you, he talks about his body hair a lot too, and like, you know, they draw it, and like even in his 3D model he has like body hair, and so my brain just goes, yeah, that's a gay thing. That's a gay. But I forget that there are straight people who like that. I don't know why I keep forgetting. It's just that a lot of straight art I see tends to remove body hair, remove feet, remove underarms in general, remove facial hair even sometimes, or like make it like you can tell they don't draw it very often. Like it's like they look less people. Also, it's weird because his head looks so small, but I feel like if I make his head any smaller, it'll make him look weird. So let me actually, ooh, that's not what I want to do. Kind of. Let me just stretch some of this stuff out. See if that's the problem. Because I know that, because if I do anything else, he'll like start looking again like really buff again, and I don't want that. Let me take this, sharpen it here, shrink. Okay, give or take, give and take. Nope, nope. Oop. Looks like someone's getting home. Sorry, you'll hear the dogs bark whenever someone's like coming in. I think this is good enough. Maybe I can start like cell shading it to a degree, you know? Just getting a little bit of the details more, well, detailed. And also the thing I just did, nah, I don't like it. I don't know. Is it just like I need to make him just thinner overall? Like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. I'm trying to remember, like, reference myself. I say that this hair is pretty long overall. Oh, goodness. It's hard drawing a fit person or a fit man without making him look buff. Anyway, now let me fix this up. His face again. and then erase most of this. The thing about him as well is he has really sad eyes, so I need to like push them down again. And I remember for that one drawing I did lean more into my anime style, so maybe I'll do it here too. Like, you know, adding this line here. This here. This here. Again, give and take, give and take. I have to remember not to push too hard into realism, or else I'm going to be here all year. And plus, I'm probably going to add a bunch of effects that'll like cover a lot of the issues that are going on here. I should fix that, but I don't want to. Too much. There we go. A little more realistic. And then same here, blur this a little bit. Maybe add a little bit of white over here. Give it back its like more rounded form. I don't mind putting some white on the outside either. Check this up. The arms are, well, even. Now we're back to the same problem. It's like, should I erase this? Or, because I think, no, because now his neck looks, let's do that and then add here, oh no, here. Again, I know a lot of these problems will be fixed the moment I actually end up like covering him with clothes, adding little details other than just his face, so yeah, exactly. Also, hi Shang. Hi. I'm trying to draw, well, Ryland slash Ryan Reynolds. It's hard. It's difficult, but the power of fandom is pushing me forward. I can do this. I can do this. No, I can't. Yeah, I can. I need to stop being negative. The other thing is I made it look like he has really thick lips, even though his mouth is just pursed open slightly. So let me go over that. Because his lips are very, very small. Like, very thin. Not bad thin, just, you know, just thin. His lower lip is a little thicker, but not enough to actually matter. Have fun. Thank you. I'm glad you stopped by. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's about right. So I was like there. Yeah, I like that. And maybe I can push his nose up just a little bit. Push it out. Give that shape back. And then there we are. Now to flip it. Oh, okay. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Every time I flip, I get so scared that it's like, oh, actually, all this thing you did was useless, and he actually looks crazy still. Which I guess is kind of true. So maybe I can actually remove this here. And put some of that shading back. It's just like... Yeah. And then erase more of this ear, because since his head keeps turning more and more... just looks wrong. Because I don't want to redo this line. I'm just gonna... Ooh. There we are. Sounds like Kronk in a weird way. Like, I think just because I grew up on that guy, like the only muscular character I really remember growing up with. So every time I see him, I'm like, that's Kronk. From Kronk's New Groove. Let's see. Give me a second. Let me push this up. Pushing my mic a little closer so it's a little, you guys can actually hear me. And then, oh no, wait, that's something I didn't notice. Oh, I have to push the time up. And thin it out even more on this side. Sure, this looks right. Push this out because he's facing this way now. Push this inwards. Make this down. Push this down. I treat it like a V-tube model, like a rig, where it's like I'm just slowly bending and moving things around to make sure it looks right. Maybe I'll do this, like push him upright, basically. Okay, that's okay. Maybe let's add a few more of these. But if you're curious exactly how Live 2D rigging is like, it's just taking a thing and just. I want to get into Live 2D, but the thing is that I just like I don't know. I get scared. I think scared is the right word. It's just like there's so many things to like keep in mind, and I just don't want to deal with the stress. So my brain just wants to get someone else to do it. Let me just move his chin up a little more. I'm like slowly trying to like, it's like his face is slowly inching to the side. I always do that. It's like I'll do like a angle I'm not fully comfortable with. I'm like, oh, I'll try something new. And then it slowly turns into something I've been doing. Ooh. Okay, we're not that. Now let me look at the references real quick. I know I just corrected his form and everything, but like, wait, what if I... Let me duplicate, move, and then just give me a second. I'm trying something, okay? I didn't realize the reference had like this. I was wondering why he looked so stiff. I say stiff, but like, I don't know, just wrong. I'm just like, wait, what if I... And then... And then just, you know, just kind of, you know, just, you know, I'm sure you know, I know, you know, we all know here. Ooh, wait, not perfect. Wait. Oh God. There we are. Because midway, I was wondering like, why does he look so stiff and not right? And it's because I literally wasn't drawing like in the reference where the angle is like just his body angle and his head angle are different. Oh my God, this solves so many smaller issues. But now it has a few more. Let me just actually do an overlay on the body. all white background so that the overlay can actually work. Overlay light, gradient. Basically what I'm trying to do is fix the lighting change. I can always have both be like more prominent. And then maybe let me blur this here. Yeah, okay. And then do maybe another layer and then just do another overlay, but with black. Just to like intensify some of the other details that are now missing. Okay, this looks a lot better. And then let me sharpen this. Ooh. I mean, that's good, but like, let's maybe not that much. Same with this. Sharpen. And now I can just do my bullshit. Let me get this one. Basically, I'm just cleaning out the outer edges since I don't want to have to do a bunch of like more detail work. So I'm just removing a lot of stuff that's like giving me aches and pains. Excuse me. Oh, that's another thing. Let's just give him a better collarbone. And now it kept bothering me. And I don't mind if it's this. Same difference, any brushes. Any brush will do. I don't care. Now what? I guess I could push this inward. Blur it. More. Let me blur this part, cause girl. So it's facing this way. I like this one because I like this brush. Maybe on a different layer though, so I can add the ribs. Oh, what the? Oh. Nope. And then, yeah. Fix the chest here because I realize it's kind of wobbly. Like, there we go. On another layer again. I'm just gonna give it a 4-pack. Not like a crazy, like, intense one, but just like, oh, like the kind of 6-pack or the kind of like abs that like, you know, a guy is like healthy, but like he's not like ripped, you know? And then I still have to like add some. See if this helps. And then blur. Sorry, I'm like basically just making it like a talking tutorial because girl, I most of the time when I draw now, it's like I kind of like try to turn off my brain or like don't try not to like think too hard about it, which results in this where I'm just like this is good, which is a good thing to do because it's like you don't want to think too hard when drawing. It's still like I don't know, just like a thing. I don't see too often. Sometimes I feel like a lot of people think more, or they can verbalize what they're thinking better than I can, especially because recently, due to like medical issues, nothing bad per se, but basically like I've been having like a moment where because I moved, my medication's like getting kind of messed up. And it's not being sent. So luckily I think I'm getting that taken care of, but it would have been better to get it taken care of a lot sooner, which is resulting in like, you know, some brain fog, some like weirdness internally. Like I just need, like genuinely, my problem is I just need to chill. Like I literally cried over something a bit ago that was so stupid. And I still get like annoyed with myself thinking about it, just like, damn, your girl was crying over basically nothing. Oop. It's like I need to give him a belly button or something. Down here. This is one thing, and then like here is where it would be. Try to make a detail without making it too detailed. I did way too much detail. And a few strokes and then suddenly, oh, well, nah, that's too much. And then, oop. I need the lighter line to show that to show off his beautiness. His beautifulness. So he's got T-scars. I'm not mad about it. I am gonna reduce. I think this is good enough in terms of the body. Yada, yada, yada. Just a little bit more. I'm contemplating. Nope. There we go. Not too much, but enough. Removing some detail in order to like give it more, I guess, like style points is the best way to put it. Okay. I like this brush because it kind of like makes everything even. It's a little more even. You know, it spreads things around. Especially with the white. Okay, I think that's good enough. Thanks for adding hair and stuff. It's been an hour, almost 2 hours. Or I guess it is that. Ooh, that's not his hair. That's very much not his hair. That's I kind of like this angle. actually. Let me turn everything back, but then turn him this way. Okay, I like that. Now Ryan's hair is kind of like a mess. Like the whole thing is that it's like, where does it touch? It touches a bit before his actual like thing, but then like pushes it this way. It's like a mess, like just a whole mess. So I feel like I haven't added enough shadow around his like eyes either. So give me a second. You know what? It's probably the fact he doesn't have a beard. Let me just... And then... I know it's like mainly like stubbly, but like I'll just add like the equivalent of a shadow. And then move it around. Like now it actually looks like him. Finally. It's a pretty like intense lip one. It's pretty low. It's pretty like square? Is that the way to put it? Yeah, square. It doesn't go too high, I don't believe. So I think this is pretty decent. I can actually maybe move his face up. There we are. Okay, I'm liking that. And back to the hair. Yeah, it's literally just a mess. That's kind of the thing. So it's just everywhere. So I kind of drew with like a little like a hoge almost thing going on in my like doodles. It's like there's like no real rhyme or reason to it. It just looks good. I don't know. Something about his hair in this movie just... I don't know. The stylist really did a good job. Or he did a good job. I don't know. Maybe it's his hairstyle like that he likes just to naturally wear. His hair is long enough that like he does have sideburns. They go past his ear. His hair shape is like very tufted near the top. But like also overlaps a lot with itself. It's very layered. Like literally, I think this is basically good. But it's like, wait. Like it's like Hajime's hair from DR2, like the remake. Where it's like, there's no, like, it's like just a tree almost. I think I made his brows a little too far apart. Somehow adding the hair really like makes the features like right in to place. And I'm gonna have to add glasses, but I may just either take a model or just straight up like steal glasses from somewhere, duplicate just in case, and then clear these. It's a head shape. And then this is when I go in details. Since I made a duplicate, I can just plop it on there. Take this, just move it around. Doesn't matter. Because again, no detail. He has just hair everywhere. Just a mess, a mop, something. Don't know what it is. Looks sexy, but it's something. Maybe I should start with the bottom first and I think about it. because it's blonde, I don't have to do too many things to it. Maybe put a little too much detail there. Whoops. And then going in with a little bit of just whatever. Because weirdly enough, I don't know how to explain some of this. It's just how I feel. Like that's the best way to put it, is like I just kind of like get the vibe and then just go in from there. Ooh. For I merged the layers. There we are. It's like, what is this hair? It literally just has a map. I remember when I was younger, they would call my hair a mop, but the thing is, I had an afro. That was not a mop. People were just weird about my hair. I'm sorry, I just unlocked a memory. And then, let me erase this a little bit, because now it looks like he has like mutton chops. And he very much does not have that. Now pushing his face inwards, because now it looks very like rounded. I like it. Now to go in with this white. Okay, so I like to use this one a lot for like hair highlights and hair like shaping, but it's not like a thing I always use. I love it, but it's like when I need it kind of vibes, you know, just like to give more structure to some aspects of it that a pen can't really do, because it's so thin. Like it's able to like blend in a bit better. And like just be random, like it just shapes well. It literally is just by like how I'm feeling about in some areas. Like when I remember, because the Rebirth server is still like more like a friend server. We still call it the Rebirth server for the fan Gandalf Rebirth. And basically when we were talking and like I was showing off more art that I did that was like not really related. Also, I just realized I need to like probably break some of this form up because it's creating a line. I don't mind creating a line, it's just I don't want to create like a very strict line. Cause it's like a, yeah, let's get rid of that. Here we are. Anyway, someone was basically asking like, oh, I want to know how you render. And I'm like, I don't know, to tell the truth. I couldn't tell you. Oh, no. Now it looks like he has longer hair than he does. I think, what am I missing? I think I'm missing the like front layers. Number one, let's do this. Then draw some of it moving this way. Again, because he just has layers on here. Like there is nothing. There's no like there's not meant to be any real form to it, which is kind of why it's hot. And then white, because again, it's like sandy blonde, which I think is a really like appealing kind of shade that a lot of people tend to have, especially men. That they tend to have like just straight up blonde or like blonde adjacent, like really blonde adjacent hair. Whereas like, you can tell it's like purposefully the way it is. But it's like a lot of time, a lot of hair looks really good because it looks natural. That sounds very misogynist, like weird, like misogynistic dude vibes. I meant like, it feels very like imperfect, which makes hair look better. Like the idea that there is no like real structure to it. And yes, I am giving like a slight ahoge because it lends to the whole like not structured hair. And now I'm going to add his ear detailing, which is not going to be a whole lot, just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I probably could find better reference somewhere, but ooh. What's happening? Something's... Oh, okay, sorry. I hear loud voices and I'm like, oh god. Something bad's happening. Nothing bad's happening. My brain. I'm used to like loud yelling being bad growing up. But I remember, oh yeah. They have joy in their lives. So they're allowed to be loud. There we go. This looks a lot better. Ooh. Oh, somehow my phone is still dying. Should I stream? No, I'll do it soon. I'll do it at some point when I'm not lazy. No, but like, I think I'm doing pretty good in terms of him looking like himself. Generally. Still needs his like folds here. Now he looks too old. Because like he doesn't have a super intense folds, but they're intense enough to be notable. With these, he looks angry, so let me just reduce that. And then re-widen his face because it's giving very like, I don't know, just too thin. Push this part in, push this part out, push these in because his face is very, again, like squished. Not in a bad way. I think that's good. I think this is fine. I'm gonna give him glasses. Like just a base for glasses. I think that's what really draws his character to make him look like, well, his character is just the idea of glasses being there. It's like just good enough. He always wears his damn glasses like they're like so, I don't know, just like silly like. I usually just take models, by the way, for the glasses because I'm lazy. I'm very lazy. And then reshape. Push them over this way. They're like rounded, but not really. I say that, they are rounded. They're not circular, but they are rounded out. It's hard to add also all the like textures that make him look older without like making him look less like himself. Ooh, wrong layer. Because like he's an older dude, but adding too many like facial details makes him look less like himself and more like, you know, just like a random character. Inwards, outwards. Rounded. Oh no. Maybe this is good. I need to stop focusing on the face, or I'm going to make him look like an actual photocopy of himself, and that's going to look weird. I say that as I go back to his face. There's one artist I know who drew him, and I could not tell it was him. And I just have to remember that's, you know, people will know. I knew it was him, even though it didn't look like him, but it's just like the vibe, you know? I do want to squish his face a little more though. I don't know, he just gives long, even though he's not a long guy. Please relax. His brows kind of like go more downward. Like they're really close to his actual like eyeball, I think. His eye line. Let me just push these down too. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. God, I need to chill. I need to chill. I need to stop. Not a flip. Okay. The thing is, his hair is not long, so sometimes I do have to flip just to make sure I'm not like over exaggerating his hair length. Here it's a lot more cut, but here it's like, again, it's like a mix. It's like, it's not perfectly in the middle, it's not perfectly in the center. It's like, his whole thing is that it's like imperfect, which I do like. Not the actor, the Rylan as a character, because he's always like, always slightly off kilter. Basically, like his glasses are never on right. Like they're always like something like this or like hanging off him in the movie, like this. And I really like that detail. Just because it shows that he's just a very like, you know, quick bombastic guy. Like he's really everywhere. He's never perfectly like ready for anything, which kind of adds to his charm. Okay, I think it's good enough. Now let's turn it back. Oh, now he looks exactly like him. I need to stop here. I'm stop here in terms of his face. If any more, then I may end up like ruining it. Now his neck. Just gonna push that out a little more. And I shall. I'll put that here. I'm gonna sharpen. Yeah, that's good enough. And then erase. Oh yeah, I also use it for this because I don't know. It's just great for like giving, again, more structure, removing stuff, making, especially with hair. Because like, I don't know, it just works so well. I'm still trying to be like careful, but like I don't have to be, which is why I like this brush. And then here too. Let me see how this goes. It's like here it's like 1, 2, and then like here will be removed. Sorry. No. And then yeah. No? Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell where his hair really goes, per se. It's like in chunks. It's like an anime character being an anime character. No, I'm just. Again with the whole like, there we go. Yeah, I like that. I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna do the main part for the references. It's funny because I always do that where it's like, well, actually, let me draw over it. Let me do this and then draw. Oop. Because I want us to be like, I don't know, like I just go by the seat of my pants. But also I don't want it to be like out of place. So I'm just removing this because I kind of have those almost as placeholders until I actually figure out what I want these to look like. Oh my god. If that makes sense. Let me get the pen. Nope, the pen. And then, oh my god, it's terrifying. I like the idea of him having like voided eyes, but we'll see about that in a second. In a bit, in a while, in a long while. Let's see. Go for water. Number 1. Half. But because the body is not flat, I'm gonna go around this a little bit. And then there we are. And then the second half, which is back here, which I just realized, well, yeah, because he's transparent, so. So he definitely needs to be filled in. Let me try doing this real quick. Ooh, maybe a little higher. Because the thing is, I don't mind it being, again, imperfect. That's kind of the point. So I'm just trying to do something real quick. If it looks a little wonky, I can work with it. I'm gonna make it black, the background black, to make it easier to see. Or the background, this black. Ooh. Okay, yeah, see? A lot better. Oop. And then I'm gonna push these down a bit just so that it gives the illusion of more of an angle. And then, let's see. Put a water texture over it. I like using grayscale, but I don't like seeing it as grayscale. I just kind of like go by the seat of my pants, you know? Did I just pass the water? I think I did, but a second. No, I didn't. Do this. Make it a little bit bigger. I think that's good. Ooh, let's grayscale it real quick. Or, no, yeah, grayscaling is good. Mono. Clear white. Turn. Maybe not. What if I cleared this white and then... no, let's do this and then... Yeah. It's a little better, but I'll definitely have to, like... mess around with it. Give me a second. Because if the water's being disrupted, it's not going to have this texture. Or like this specific one. Here too, because it'll help. And I know there was another like gray texture of like water or something It was a very like unique texture that I found on here. Oop. Nope. I swear I had color, but it may not have. Let me see if there's like a grayscale materials. Because I'm lazy and... Was it this? Okay, yeah, it was this. I actually have to put it on top here. Oh wait, why is that actually kind of like line up perfectly? I need to line up to that. Clear white. This way. Clip. And then take this and clip it on here too. And then let me see if I can move it slightly actually. Get big. Okay. Now let's see. It's better, but obviously not perfect. And then I'll do the same here. Just bouncing around this stuff. And then this is probably gonna be a later thing. I definitely need to like add more like, well, maybe I can just like, not very like interesting, but like it's okay. Let's do this. Okay. So what I want to do is make it like look more blood-like, because it is, well, blood. Like I want it to be just normal water, but like at the same time, like, but it would be so artsy to have it be blood, like an iron lung, because you know, Simon, boyfriend. Oh, that's not the one I want. And speaking of, now I'm looking at it. It's kind of wonky. Wait. Okay, wait. I'm trying to like. I have to actually give him expression. Okay, now I'm thinking. Now that I'm thinking about it, it'd be interesting if like it's like from Simon's POV being like, "You good?" Like they're having fun in the water. Then midway, he's like, "Are you okay? You fine?" And it's just Simon seeing all the blood. I'm not very Nope, let's push this a little further. Oop, nope, get back here. It's hard for me. I always find it hard trying to make the eyes look like they're looking into the camera, you know? And then now I can add those like details. I was like, oh, he makes him look old because he's not expressing. Well, now I can. So cartoony now. God, wait, let me just. There we are. A little bit of white. Maybe give some teeth. And I'll try to add some anime style to make it more, just more. I have to give him body hair, but I'll have to look up the actor to actually see like how much, because you know, if it's like based on a real person, I try to get it as accurate as possible without making it like weird, you know. Otherwise, you know, it looks weird. And I kind of regret giving it more like too much of a blood feel. I'm just gonna readjust again. Should I make him look wet? Nah, they could just have gotten into the water. Cause girl, I'm lazy. I just want them to do the thing. Okay, not that thing, but like whatever the story I'm making up for them in the moment. Let's see. Let's try grayscaling it. Let's say grayscaling it, making it all black. Just see how it looks. Okay, now I see a problem. Let me see if what if I do the whole like, let's duplicate this again, just in case, and then smudge tool with the hair. Hopefully try and like, again, add some of that form back. Okay, yeah, this is good. Not perfect, but it's better. The downside of my style, it's a bit tedious. But that's okay. I found his eyes better before, but let me see if I can help that by. Oop. Nope. We're not making him full pitch black. Number 2, maybe make the edges less, nope. The edges less deep will help. Like, again, removing some of that cartooniness. I can blur it. Then maybe my, some rendering will help it a bit. Yeah, okay. I have to remember that it's not, I would say rendered, but like, Render's not the right word. It has no highlights, so it looks lifeless, but I can always add that in later. Oh my gosh. My phone's like slowly dying. Why are you dying? Oh, girl. It's because I forgot I unplugged it from my tablet, which is luckily like mostly charged at this point. Let me see if I can. And I'll have to add more cell shading on him because he's like very, I don't know. He's not shaded right per se, or at least not the way I want it to be. Then blur. Basically, I'm trying to give like that like pool vibes where it's like, you know, the light is reflecting off the top. But since there is light coming from, well, the top and the bottom, I'm trying to give like a neutral vibe. So I may have to do that mostly with color. And let me make sure that I actually have his face right, because imagine immediately referencing and then forgetting. Yo, what you looking for? You looking for? This looks so nice. I need to plug in my my phone, but I'm lazy. See you later. Ooh. He's just curious. He likes to check on me sometimes. And then, let me see if I can actually widen his neck a little. Oh, wait. And then from the top, maybe that's where the delusion kind of is like fading away. Hold on. And then we add some of that back with this. But let me use a texture, because the thing I learned a lot about art is that textures save everything. Not all the time, but adding that texture will always like help. That's not the right one. Where is it? I put it in the top because I use it a lot. Oh, I'm already on. No, that was it. Okay. Then from the top, white. But then, in order for it not to look too weird, I'm going to and then go back in with a black gradient to just reduce that a little bit. Ooh! Oh god! Oh, you scared me. Well, BRB, y'all. Hi. I had a little bit I'll say texture, but like a little bit of gradient on him just so he doesn't look so out of place. I probably should add some more gradient around his head and stuff, like give him more shape. Because everything has a little bit of like a gradient around it, you know, just to give it form. Also, I'm really, I guess, like now I'm like mentally referencing a lot of like art I've seen on Tumblr. Cause I like, this is messed up. I really like Simon PTSD kind of arcs. Because it's fun to explore, and like, you know, in real life, you know that a person who has gone through what Simon has gone through would likely not really see the world as it is, especially with like a deity god thing being kind of the cause. But because like his existence in this world just basically proves that like there is like, I want to say God, but like, a minute. Wait, I could just wait. Not that God exists, but just that there is something out there. And so it makes sense that at least like a monster that is basically fused with him would be there. Clear white. Trying to get more of that environmental back. Clear white. And then let me go with actual like white bits. Because I like a good bit environmental. Now, that's a lot. I'm surprised because, girl, I was just kind of fucking around. I still feel like it could be better, but I'm lazy. It's like a millennial. You know those millennial cringe videos? Sometimes I do cringe at them, but then a lot of the times I just relate. Sadly, I'm getting to that age where, like, you know, my humor is set, and a lot of Gen Z humor is very, not bad, it's just not, you know. You can definitely tell we grew up in an age where we found objects existing doing nothing hilarious. Hold on. And let me just, I don't mind this texture brush being here actually. And to move it around, to get a bit more like even with the actual hair. It's how I imagine his hair would be even. Fix his peck. Because again, your girl does, for some reason, does not know how to like keep the anatomy like consistent. Let me reduce that size because it's like there's like a divot here that's like annoying me. I wonder if YouTube would get mad if I gave him gave him, you know, his little chest pepperonis, his chesteronies, if you will. They probably won't mind. I mean, he's a dude. I'm sure he's obviously a guy too. So like, let me just the light of the water. 55. Where is it? 55. So that he's the lightest point in here. And I'm gonna be lazy and go on the interwebs. Oh, I think my phone just died. I reminded myself too. I was like, oh, I need to charge this. Let me get this charged. Titan, my thing needs to be charged. Also me. I keep forgetting to get in. It's because you can't see this, but my phone is plugged in. Its cord is plugged into the phone. But the main base is not. So you're just gonna be rocking with me looking like I'm sleeping. We don't mind. I'm a little bit of a sleepy beepy weepy. Oop, wrong area. But at least you can still see me draw. Now. Excuse me. Whoop. Also, it feels like his shoulder is not at the right angle, so let me just thicken that out a little bit. Oop, not the whole arm, just push this up, push this down. Okay, it's looking a lot better. Again, I don't want him to look like super, like, toned, if that makes sense. Because, like, even though he's muscular now, he's not like a big dude. Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can, like, nope. Because it's kind of looking a little too, like, thin there. Let's shrink the edges. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. And now, what if I overlay on his actual, like, body too? Again, just to, like, emphasize some of his current features. It's okay. It's all right. Doesn't make too much of a difference. Let's go like that. Let's go with that. And now what I was gonna do is I was gonna look up the creature that's actually in the Ireland movie and just, you know, plop it on there, see if there's a photo. Iron lung monster. Ooh, I'm nervous. Ew, I hate it. I hate it. Ew, I hate it so much. God, this shit is terrifying. Oh my god. Okay. They did such a good job with this. Oh my god, it's horrifying. No wonder. You know what? It's funny because, like, I remember before I was just like, oh, it's not that bad. And then I'm just, I don't know, sometimes I'm confronted with, like, oop, wrong one. No, that's right. No, yeah, there we go. You're right. That. What if I extract it? Give me a second. Sharpen. Does it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the extract? What size is this? Ooh, that is not what I wanted. Maybe I can just leave it like this and just reduce the light here. And then erase the edges or texture the edges a bit. And what if I got like a bunch of eye, like an eye texture? Hopefully there's a free one. Oh, don't want to make it too obvious. Let me go with my stuff. Sometimes I get nervous that you'll see a tab and you're like, learn everything about me somehow. Maybe I'll just draw, like, doodle a bunch of, like, mini eyes. Yeah. Just like, oh, hold on. What brush should I use though? Because I don't want to use like, maybe this one. Just like a bunch of like crappy drawn eyes. I'm gonna have a few pointing towards him. Just as again, like a quick, like lead your eye, and I'm gonna add a few more. Oh, by the way, if you can hear rock music, it's because my father-in-law, he makes music. His band stuff. Well, how is my phone not charged yet? I'm vibing here, waiting, holding my own, alone against the world. Okay, there we go. And then I'll be lazy and flip, move, rotate. Again, the lazy move, duplicate, flip, turn, rotate. Then maybe add these on as well. Maybe add a few more details. Make it a little different. That's kind of how I do a lot of my stuff. Is that if I'm lazy, I'm just keep being lazy. I'm not gonna add too, like, I don't like doing too much, you know? If I really need to, I will, but like, I don't want it, I don't want it. No, I think I just put it back to where it was. So let me just. Let's do that there. Just add a few more here. I kind of want it to look kind of like, you know, the X-ray images. That's why I'm like trying to add more. Make him feel watched. I just want a bunch of eyes. Just enough to make uncomfortable. Maybe even like give it a little bit of a texture between them, like wrinkles and such. Now let's see. Let's turn this back on. I know people can do those like tablets where they don't have to, they're not able to see the actual screen itself. They just can have to guess where they're going. I see that. I don't know how they work. So for all I know, it feels normal. There we go. I'm back to normal. Hi. Hello. Ooh, I just kicked the shit out of my desk. I don't know if I'll color this, but I'm thinking about it. Like heavily thinking about it, because basically I don't know, it looks so cool, but at the same time I'm like worried that like adding too many colors will ruin the, like, you know, the vibe. It's funny because I'm drawing so many eyes, but I think I'm gonna erase a good chunk of them just because, like, I don't know. So again, put more focus on Rylan. Let me reduce the opacity and just and maybe like make it so that the creature's a little more visible. Okay. Am I looking a little insane? Let me see if I can reduce the opacity and layer it. And then do that, flip. Just adding a bunch of eyes. Okay. And now, number one, sharpen. And get the texture brush once again. Try this one. And then there's another texture I can use. Wait, this one? It's like adding a lot of texture, really, like, I don't know, makes it feel more intense, like chaotic. So, let's see, how will this look? Yeah. And now I can probably go for the whole like overall texture of this one. Oop. Intensify this one a bit. And then the one problem I do have here is because since the background's now black, a lot of details like a little too much or not there anymore. So I'm just gonna use this to change the liner because the thing about some drawings is that the liner is what really gives it form, but because the background is now black, and we have to rely on the whites. And without it, otherwise it'll look really like weird, wonky. To like readjust everything. Oh my god, that's crazy. Wait, let me zoom. I don't have to zoom out. I can do this. Like, I keep forgetting how easy it is. Hello there. Hi, George. Wow, nice name. I've never seen it spelled with a J. I'm just drawing, vibing. I have yet to do a whole drawing in one stream, so it's like, yeah. It's a new experience for me. Also, this is my first time back in like a month. But I don't count yesterday because it was just me testing things out. But yeah. Right now, I'm just trying to give vibes. Hopefully you know what this is. If not, I go on a whole different rant. This is my dad's account. Can you call me Frida, please? Sure, Frida. Slay. Hopefully you know what Bloody Mary is. Otherwise, if you come to the stream being like, oh, what the heck is that? Hi. Right now, I'm just like, I don't know, midway after drawing him. I just got an idea. I just had an idea and this is it. I'm still contemplating if I should color it, but I don't think I will actually like detail color it. Let me see if I can do something with this right now. Okay, that's maybe good. No, I don't want bevel. Oh, I like that. Wait. I'm just color picking and messing around things. Hi, honey. Welcome back to the stream. Hi. Yes. Oh, sorry. I got a message from somewhere and they're like, oh, come in. And I'm like, I already have a job. It's a different job asking me to come in, but I'm like, I don't work there. Anyway, I'm so happy you're back now. I know. I'm happy to be back. Finally, I can annoy everybody. Be prepared. Right now, I'm doing a little Bloodymary art. Let's see. I kind of like this. Let me reduce it a little bit. What if I overlay it instead? Or multiply tool it, you know? What is the movie about? Okay. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant in a good way. It's not just one movie, it's two movies actually. Basically, Bloody Mary is the ship name for the two male characters from each movie, and the movies are Iron Lung, made by Markiplier, and Project Hail Mary, based on the book Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling. What should I draw? I don't know. I would recommend drawing big buff men. You can never not work on muscles, you know, get that anatomy in. I don't know, or bitch buff women. Who knows? I don't know what you're into. I can't tell what to do. And so, I've drawn a little bit of Bloody Mary art. Give me a second. Let me do this real quick. Here's the references I have. These are the two main characters. This is someone else's art, by the way. This is someone else's art. And basically, it's starring, this guy is Simon, and this guy is Ryland. And the reason they're shipped together is because they're in like very similar circumstances. And I'm gonna spoil the movie, but I really do recommend watching both. They both take place in a singular ship that they're in. And he was basically sent to space to save Earth from a light/energy eating, I wouldn't say bacteria. I think bacteria is the closest thing I can call it, but like, it's not bacteria technically, and it's slowly killing the sun. And basically he ends up being shot into space against his will. And he ends up running into an alien named Rocky. And basically they both end up solving the problem together. At the very end, he ends up living on their planet. It's really cute. Want to watch Iron Lung for some time? Do it. It takes place. Okay, now I can go on to his. Basically, he's sent down onto a moon that's covered in human blood. Like the entire ocean that's covering the entire moon is human blood. And he's sent down to explore it, because the thing is that it's the only planet nearby, because all the other planets and everyone on Earth had disappeared. Like everything was gone. Like everything just poofed. And so it was called the Quiet Rapture. Well, he is a convict sent down in place to find out what's going on with the planet. And then shenanigans ensue, and yeah. It doesn't have, it has a bittersweet ending. So like, yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much. But let's just say the reason also people ship them together is because they want to give Simon a happy ending, including myself. I wanted to give Simon a happy ending. So this is the result. Let's see. Clear white. Let me see if I can reduce this. That just results in dulling the color. Did? So yeah, I just shipped them together. There's a lot of fan fiction you should read. There's like a lot of my art that I posted about it is really specifically one fan fiction that I've been reading. But It doesn't have to be. There's multiple, and I've read a few comics and all that stuff. And this is kind of like a reference to one of them. Kind of. I wouldn't say reference, but more like because a lot of them have Simon having PTSD moments, and I like that kind of writing where, like, you know, character isn't like immediately healed or perfect or anything, and they still have like moments. Hold on. Let me blur this. Where is it? Oh wait, I actually really like this. Wait, that's cool. Let me duplicate it. This. By the way, I'm in the testing phase. I'm just doing stuff. And just messing around because I don't plan to color this, but you did a great job. I like how you studied their face. Yes, I tried my best to. I'm not very good at it. Like, I'm looking at it now. I can tell I can probably push his face in at the bottom a little. And maybe push this in a little bit more. And now he looks weird. I'm gonna stop because otherwise I'm gonna be here forever. Oh no, I'm gonna say clear white. Ooh, that's a little crazy. I need to be careful because I want it to still be readable. But that's very difficult, as the whole the way I draw these is very like self-indulgent. I'm not worried too much about like how it looks per se. Kind of. And so it results in a lot of like messiness, which again, I don't mind, but it's like, it makes it hard to like be able to understand what's happening in the drawing. So I'm trying my best to like lean away from that, or at least make it like understandable. Especially around the face. I think I had body hair too. Maybe this is good enough and I can add red. Because basically, like I said, it's from Simon's POV, who went through the blood ocean and all that stuff. So I'm trying to reference that. I'm trying to reference that as best I could. As I can. Which is by adding blood. I don't think this is the right color. Do multiply. Let's do this first. Sorry, it's like gonna give me a second because like I had to figure some stuff out real quick in terms of like trying to make sure it looks right. Because I like the water detailing, but like if I don't want to remove it by adding all this. But at the same time, it looks so good though. I'm gonna try to like, let me just reduce it here and go to the erase. You know what I can do? I can just do this. Nope, not that. Yeah, I like this tool a lot better for erasing now because it's like, you know, chop. It's like just cutting straight through it. I'm sure y'all have seen me use this tool before, but I just use it a lot more now. Let's see. And then let me do a multiply. Let's do an overlay. I think an overlay would be slightly better. It's a little better. And no, I'm trying to think of a way to actually add texture to the water, at least like from where it was touching. Let's see. Maybe like this brush will be good. It's not doing exactly what I want to do. It just looks soft, like a soft overlay. So let's see. Let's do something else. This better? Okay, this is a little better. And then here too. Ooh, yeah, wait, I like that. I like that a lot. I with this brush, it looks like veining. Ew. And then some environmental coloring. Let's see. I know I just got done erasing it, but like, you know. Like, I'm trying to give it like a pool vibe, you know? So I'm going to, after this, I'm going to add a water texture over it. Let me select. And then where is it? I'm gonna go to history. I forget. I can just do that. And then switch, extract. Clip. Flip. And overlay. Maybe I let me select this instead. And then do this. Remove the clip. It doesn't look the bestest. It's probably because I made the texture too small. Let me try that again. And then color shift it maybe. Oop, wrong one. Where is it? I literally use that color shift thing all the time. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd you go? I also got hot. Gradient map. Okay, I did not that. Where is it? Colors. Oh, that's a thing. That's cool. Okay, let's see if I can replace that with red. Do saturation. I don't know if that helped. Saturation. See if we can. Oh, I kind of like that. Wait, actually, let's keep that. Ooh. Now I don't know what to do because like it's kind of looking good, but like, okay, let's select, duplicate, removed, unclip, overlay. There we go. And then maybe I can remove this here. I think I'm almost done, but it really just depends. No, I like the extra. Maybe like remove this one just so that, you know, he's the focus here, but you never know. And then I shall add the excess highlight. And maybe set more like deeper shadows. Do an overlay first. And do the black bits. I don't know, I like how it kind of looks like an analog horror thing, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. Let me actually blur this. Because the one problem is that like, again, it like makes his face a little like unreadable. Just a little. And now back to the top. Basically what I'm trying to do here is just basically cut them out. Like make sure that everything is like able to be seen a little bit better. Is it weird I want to add a VHS kind of filter over this? Again, like analog horror. It looks like it'll look good with one. You know what? I'm definitely adding a VHS filter over this. Ooh. I love how your VTuber looks when it's so focused. I don't know what it looks like because I'm looking down, but like I because okay, I don't know if you're here for this, but basically because my stuff is now elevated, my tracking is very much like when I look down, I'm looking down, like I'm not looking up at all. And since again, when I say elevate, I mean literally this is me looking at my monitor. I'm literally looking upwards, and that's with tracking already kind of like I made sure it like fixed it so that it's like when I'm looking up, I look more like I'm looking forward, even though I'm not looking forward. So it's like, ugh. I mean, hey, at least it's like helpful overall. You know, like it's not crazy. But girl, wouldn't this look good with a VHS filter, or am I tripping? Like, I mean, look all analog horror in here. You know? I feel like it would look like kind of nice. I don't know. I may be delusional, but I don't think there's actually any more to that statement. I'm just kind of delusional. They're supposed to have, because basically what I imagine is happening is like they're just having a nice day in the fake ocean that Rylan made for his like environment, and it's kind of giving Simon like flashbacks to the Blood Ocean. Let's see. So even though, so like I'm trying to make it look like so that like it looks like it's water reflection, like the blue part, but because Simon's brain's going a little wonky, making it look more like he's in blood. So it's like just a mix of the two. And now to give him nipples. Wrong color. I try to make them gray, because oh my god, they look so red. Okay, wait. There we go. And then this, because I'm lazy as fuck. Maybe I should like move his chest down, because now I'm looking at it like, damn, it looks really high. Okay, that's good. Then maybe a layer for body hair, but I don't know what the actor's body looks like. Hold on, I'm gonna look up some body references. You ain't gonna see this though. Y'all stay curious until you Google it. But Ryland, wait, Ryan Lane, shirtless. know a lot of like his more recent works, he's like completely shaven, but I'm trying to look for like, I guess like him like all natural. Okay, not all natural. Oh, all natural. Because I know that those two things mean two very different things. Nah, you're not gonna tell me a guy who literally looks like, hold on. Who looks like this slash, oh wait, forgot. Slash this is completely hairless. I am not believing you. All the images I'm getting are like him in model shoots and all stuff. I'm like, that's, no, you shaved. You definitely shaved. Where, oh. Is it actually one? I can't tell. It looks right. It makes sense. Yes, I want a view. Okay, that's not Ryan Gosling. That is something else. I was looking, but most of the beach ones are him like years before. I mean, it makes sense. Not like body hair changes like that. Also, a lot of the images are him at the beach technically, because he's like doing stuff. Can't see that. I can't see. There, it looks like he also shaved. That is definitely not real. It's also not real. Why is there an AI generated photo of him at the beach? What? I mean, girl, I'm not gonna lie. It's also because like I like my men hairy. It's an indulgent thing, okay? This art is meant to be indulgent. Let's see. It's funny because I remember when I first met Titan, he would shave every day. This is AI as well. God, why is there so much AI of him at the beach? Like, why? That's such a specific thing to AI. Like, what's the point? Sorry, now I'm just like, oh. It's probably doesn't help that I literally put gibberish. I get you. Yeah, no, for real. Oh, but yeah, when I first met, at the beach, there we go. But when I first met Titan, he would like shave every day, like everywhere. And not gonna lie, it was kind of annoying because like he would want to snuggle. And mind you, he's not a hair, like a not he's not a hairless dude. So like whenever he'd like put his torso against me and it was starting to grow back, it would hurt. Like the prickles would irritate me. I could not exist with him being like partially shaven. And so he finally, after a while, just stopped, and now it's like so much better. Like finally, I'm not being ripped apart by the equivalent of sandpaper against your torso. Let's see. I'm still looking because like all of them are like very much like, I only found one image of him that has body hair, but it's very 50-50. Marceline. I'm not saying what I wrote. I'm searching in silence. Oh, come on. No, I'm gonna just go off based on that one image I saw. Okay. I saw one image. It looked right, felt right, so we're going with it. Also, I do have body hair brushes because, girl, yeah. I'm gonna get black first so it's visible. It makes sense, you know. Also, the reason like I also like adding body hair is because like, you know, I don't know, it adds a little bit of like realness to an art piece, at least for our dude. I don't know what the equivalent is for women, but it's like. Also, yes, this is a little intense. I'm gonna reduce the opacity in a second. I don't know what the equivalent is for women in terms of like adding that grit. Could also be body hair. I don't know. And now, or maybe I should just like overlay it. That did nothing. It just made everything disappear. That's good enough. Because mind you, he has this kind of face. So actually, let me just reduce the look here, and then again, just giving texture. What just happened? Hello? Hello? The Wi-Fi cut out for some reason. Okay. Woo! Okay, we're fine. We reconnected. I wonder if it like opened a whole new stream or something, because that's something that happens. It's annoying. But yeah, we're fine. The internet just exploded for some reason. I don't know why, but it just did. Trying to reduce it because I don't want him to be like crazy looking. Oh, for babies and crazy people. What? What do you mean it's not visible? Oh. What? Have I been doing this the whole time on this? Damn. No, it's really doing that chest pump thing. I'm glad we're back. Wait, where's it? Where's that layer? Okay. To make a little like, hey, you good? You know, like a kind of moment. For some reason now it looks weird to me. Let's push this back out. And now the flat whites. Why does it look weird? Is it because of his shoulder? Wait, let's check. Everything looks fine. I think everything looks better here. My brain's just kind of like being weird right now. Now to add the eye highlight, which is like here. Here. I like to add a lot of shine to my